if Lavar Arrington did not blossom in a football family, he would have ended up on the gridiron. That's just life growing up in Pittsburgh. You didn't really have a choice in the matter. You're just going to play football. It's like religion in Western Pennsylvania. Arrington was born in Pittsburgh. He played linebacker and running back at North Hills Senior High School. After his senior year, he was named the 1996 Parade National Player of the Year, Bobby Dodd National High School Back of the Year, the Gatorade Player of the Year, and USA Today Pennsylvania Player of the Year. He became the second player in Pennsylvania Class 4A history to rush for more than 4,000 career yards and 72 touchdowns.
On the motion of pitch, beautiful blocking, touchdown Lavar Arrington. That's on the right. Pitch back goes to Arrington. He cuts up, he's in the middle. Trying to get to the outside. That's some good speed. He's gone, Dayne. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown.
In basketball, he was recruited for Georgetown, UMass, and North Carolina. Ultimately, Arrington stuck with football and was recruited by Coach Joe Paterno's Penn State Nittany Lions. As a true freshman, he played at outside linebacker.
Now Brady steps away and Arrington's got him.
A year later, he dominated preseason practicing.
I don't think I played my best football last year. I played solid, but I know so much more now, and I'm so much more mature. In my approach, I think I'll be a lot better than I was last year.
Arrington was made a starter in the second game and tore through the season. It wasn't just that he finished second on the team in tackles and third on the team in tackles for lost yardage and sacks. It was the way he did all of those things with reckless domination. In a 28-9 loss to Ohio State, he came from 30 yards across the field to run down Buckeyes tailback Micah Wiley. In a 27-0 win over Illinois, he dove over the top of the line and tackled Illini fullback Elmer Hickman for no gain on 4th and 1. A play instantly remembered in State College as the Lavar Leap. In a 41-10 win over Northwestern, he cleanly hurdled a blocking back and sacked Wildcats quarterback Gavin Hoffman. The legend of Lavar was growing. Arrington had a tendency for spectacular plays and gained him a cover appearance on the Sports Illustrated 1999 college football preview issue, which many started to mention him as a possible Heisman Trophy candidate. Arrington finished 9th in balloting for the 1999 Heisman Trophy and decided to leave Penn State after his junior season to enter the NFL draft. The 2000 draft started with Penn State teammates Courtney Brown and Lavar Arrington being selected back-to-back, making them the only Penn State players to go number 1 and 2 in the same draft. Brown got drafted to the Cleveland Browns. For Arrington, given its Super Bowl prospects, Washington was where the linebacker wanted to play. When the Redskins made the call, Arrington was so elated he could barely stand. Before Arrington even stepped on the field for his rookie season, he was against the system by making his own choices. He opted not to sign the NFL's player name licensing agreement, meaning no jersey sales. But on the field, Arrington would flash why he was the number 2 pick in the draft. The most notable hit his rookie season came against Hall of Fame Cowboys quarterback Troy Aikman on a failed bootleg play in the red zone. The hit knocked Aikman out of bounds and gave him his final concussion of the year. For the next 3 years, Arrington would make the Pro Bowl and was named to the All-Pro team. However, his personal success did not equate to team success. Coming off of a disastrous year in 2002, owner Dan Snyder knew the Redskins needed a serious reboot. So he made a push for the franchise's most revered figure, a man that would immediately rejuvenate an organization and a region and send shockwaves throughout the entire sport. During Coach Gibbs' first training camp back, Arrington would be sidelined because of a knee injury and was forced to sit out the first 2 preseason games. Even though Arrington would start the season, he would get injured again and would need surgery. He was expected to return to the lineup in late October, but he experienced a setback during a practice in the days leading up to the Green Bay game. When Arrington finally was cleared to play, there was major frustration between the defensive staff and Arrington under Coach Gibbs. Defensive coordinator Greg Williams and linebackers coach Dale Lindsey really didn't like the fact that Lavar was freelancing with the defense. There was also reported incidents where Lavar and Lindsey would shout at each other. Gibbs seemed to have sided with the coaches, and Lavar resented that because he thought Joe Gibbs would have his back. But ultimately, Gibbs didn't want to go against the rest of the defensive staff. Then comes the contract. Somewhere with his time with the Redskins, Arrington started to forge a tight friendship with Daniel Snyder. He felt special and even claimed that he was involved in player personnel decisions for the team, including giving his blessing on running back Clinton Portis. Arrington renegotiated his contract to make room for different players and still got the same amount of money prorated towards the end of his contract. Arrington signed an 8-year extension with the Redskins in 2003. However, it turned out his agent, Carl Poston, mishandled the contract and cost Arrington $6.5 million worth of bonuses. The NFLPA later suspended Poston for the botched contract. It seems that Arrington stopped towing the company line and got blacklisted by Coach Gibbs, Williams, Snyder, and Redskins general manager Vinny Serrato. He had his agent negotiate his release and later signed with the Giants. The Giants hoped Arrington's new attitude would return him to his 2001 form, when he made 3 consecutive Pro Bowls and became one of the NFL's most dominant defenders. However, after only playing 6 games, he suffered an Achilles injury against Dallas. Lavar Arrington was one of the most feared linebackers to play in the NFL. He was a huge part of the Redskins' defense during his time with the team. In his 7-year NFL career, he recorded 357 tackles, 23.5 sacks, 10 forced fumbles, 7 fumble recoveries, 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown, and 37 passes defended. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.